while back, I posted a video about the 2 safety concerns I had with the Monster, and one of them was due to the soft suspension, under certain circumstances the back tires can come off the ground. One of them is accelerating heavily under a tight turn, and the other one is if you have to stop abruptly and swerve, and the back tire comes off the ground and you can't stop. Well, out driving, and I thought I was going to be able to test that theory today. The first thing I noticed when I started riding this scooter was the feeling of extreme vulnerability. You're just kind of there, you're moving slowly, you feel like a target, basically. After a while, I kind of got used to it. I don't feel that as much anymore, but it just kind of reinforced the notion that I had to know what was going on around me at all times. I already had that anyways, but normally when I'm out, especially if I'm out on my bike, I know more about what's going on behind me than in front of me, because I'm always aware. But when you drive a mobility scooter, you have to have eyes everywhere. You gotta watch everybody, because not everybody can see you, not everybody cares that you're there, they'll cut you off. You just gotta watch. So I'm driving down the road here, and there's these bushes alongside the driveway. So I'm just, it's a blind corner, and I'm used to that, so I'm kind of watching. And then all of a sudden there's this car backing down the driveway. So obviously this person knows that those bushes cause a problem, so they're watching. And we both kind of spotted each other at the same time. We both hit the brakes at the same time. So, but I don't understand why people put shrubs and stuff at the end of their driveway. All it does, it blocks your view of anything on the road. Shortly after I moved into the place I'm at now, there was a bush at the end of our driveway. Same thing, we got the wall on one side, so you can't see anybody coming down the sidewalk, especially if they're in a power chair or sitting down low, they don't have a flag or anything. You can't see them until they come out from behind that wall. And I actually had a lady walking a dog, and just for a second I saw something in the mirror, and the dog was ahead of the lady, and I saw the dog come past the wall before I saw the lady on the other side. So, it was such a hazardous situation. And on the other side, we get the bush there blocking your view from the other direction, so I got rid of that bush. But I've noticed this with restaurants and other businesses and that. When they do their landscaping, they tend to put bushes at their entrance, and it's the same thing. You can't see traffic that's coming. It doesn't make any sense to me why they do that. And some places it's not even bushes, it's their enter and exit signs that are blocking, but it's still there. So when you're on a scooter, basically you have to watch. You have to keep your eyes open. You have to know what's going on around you, so you can prepare for it and be ready for the unexpected, basically, because you don't really have an option of getting out of the way as quickly as a car would. You need to leave yourself time to react. I guess that's just the bottom line. You gotta know what's going on, and you gotta leave yourself time to react. When watching my videos, where I'm doing the screen capture videos, I've noticed that when I move the mouse around, the mouse is so tiny on the screen that you really can't see it. And I'll be talking about something and I'll be saying right here, and you have no idea where that is because you can barely see the mouse. So, and when it does move, it's so small, it just takes off across the screen and you lose sight of it. So I've done a couple things to fix that problem. I've added trails to the mouse so you can follow it around the screen. It's a whole lot easier to see where it is at any given time. And if there's something I'm pointing to, I go say hand over here, I can highlight where the mouse is, so get your attention to where it is. So anyways, it's 4 o'clock in the morning here, Thursday night, Friday morning. before I head to bed, I check the weather forecast, and I notice right here we have thunderstorm icons. These are the first thunderstorm icons of the year, and kind of a little bit excited. Say, yay, thunderstorms, thunderstorms. Haven't seen any for a while. So I'm gonna look at a little more detail, and it looks like, you know, all afternoon into the evening, and there's a fair amount of rain in there too. So kind of have an idea what it is I'm gonna wake up to. Now, I have a lot of screen caps, a lot of radar video, and for me to show all of it and talk about everything, now this video would probably be like an hour and a half long, so I'm only going to do the highlights, the stuff that I want to point out. So anyways, after this I go to bed, and about 12:30 Friday afternoon I get woke up by thunder, and there's rain hitting my window. So I quickly go to the maps here, or not maps, but the forecast, and of course, you know, I've got the thunderstorm icon still, and it's even into the overnight hours now, and there's still quite a bit of rain there. But we also have a rainfall warning, which means we have a lot of rain coming, so let's see what that is. Yeah, issued at 11 a.m. Rain and thunderstorms will affect the regions today and tonight. Rainfall will be heavy at times, and total rainfall amounts between 30 and 50 millimeters are likely in most locales. Higher amounts will be locally possible due to thunderstorm activity. The rain will come to an end after midnight with the passing of a cold front. Okay, so at least we have a timeline now. And of course, localized flooding in low-lying areas is possible. The rivers are already kind of swollen up a little bit, so this might cause a little bit of overflow. So here's radar. This is the storm that woke me up. So this blue dot right here, that's where I am. And you can see this green circle, that's where the storm is. And this pie-shaped thing is the direction it's going. So this is what woke me up. And this yellow here is all heavy precipitation, so that's the rain that hit my window. So it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. Now, rainfall warning's been updated, but it's still basically the same thing. Now, there are several storm chasers that I follow on YouTube, and Storm Chasing Video is the name of the channel. These guys seem to be the most active. If there's any kind of storm activity out there, they're right in there, covering it, and they do a lot of live videos. So this day they got live storm chasing from southern Michigan. Now this gets my attention because when the storms come up from the States, they generally come from the southwest, and southern Michigan is southwest of us. So it's got my attention. Why are the storm chasers following these storms? There might be a little more to it than that. So I've noticed the video capture program that I have isn't picking up the mouse trails, so I've made the mouse a lot bigger. You can see the old one there, that's the little guy, and this one's a lot bigger, and of course I can still, you know, point it out where it is. That's where I'm at. So I can check out the radar, and you see a bunch of storms here. Wait, this one here, ignore the little guy. This is a nice looking storm. So I'll get to the warnings, and severe thunderstorm warning for this particular spot right here. So this is probably what the storm chasers are looking at, this cell here. And of course up here we have our rainfall warnings, but this whole line of storms here, and the leading edge is kind of frightening looking. But I've noticed something. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. I've noticed something with this storm, and I'm going to zoom in on it. Now, if you know anything about severe storms, you might have already seen what I'm seeing. So I'll skip ahead. So this is what I'm looking at. If you watch the bottom edge of this storm here, that little part right there, And I'll stop the video here for a second. That looks to me like a hook echo. And that's not something I want to see on the radar. Okay, this is a typical hook echo. And you get a severe storm, you get rotation, which is what causes this. And generally, when you see this, there is a tornado involved. So it's never a good thing to see that. So this part here, if there is no tornado in there, then there's probably funnel clouds. At the very least, there's rotation. At the moment, it's over top of Lake St. Clair, so it's not a danger to anybody unless you're a fish. So any tornado that would be there right now would be a water spout until it moves up onto land. Now the thing is, I'm way up here, up above where the map is here, and this storm is moving in this direction here, so it's not going to reach us, which is a good thing. But I'm going to continue the video, and I'm going to jump ahead a little bit more, and you will see that hook goes away. So it's only there for just a few frames in the radar, and then it goes away. So it may have tried to form and then just weakened, but either way, it's not going to hit my area at all, so that's good. So even though the storm down here isn't going to be hitting us, we get this one here that's forming, and I've kind of got everything paused here at the moment, and this is coming towards Hanover in here. This is the storm, and it's kind of building up. So what I'm going to do is I'll start the animation, and then I'll stop. You can see it's getting bigger, 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 stronger and stronger. Now I mentioned in the last storm video that I did that the storms tend to split and go around us. So I'll give a little more detail on that. Now, I'll get these storms, and 9 times out of 10, these storms will be getting stronger and stronger, and as soon as they get to Hanover, they just kind of split and go around us. So I don't know why this happens. I can't explain it. I have no explanation for it. But I'll continue the animation here. If you watch, you'll see the storm, it just kind of splits. And we still get some rain from it, but the biggest part of the storm has gone away. And a lot of times when this happens, it'll reform after it's past us. The storm didn't. It just kind of broke up afterward. But like I say, 9 times out of 10, these storms will split and go around us. And it doesn't happen anywhere else that I've seen in the area, only Hanover. So I don't know, is there some kind of geological feature that's causing this? I have no idea. I don't understand why it does it, but it does it often. Like every year I see this. And like I say, it's like 9 out of 10 storms will do this. They'll split and go around us. So it's just kind of strange. I don't understand why it does it. So I've zoomed out here to show this whole system. It's rather large. I am right in here amongst all this. We get, it looks like a little bit of a clear area here. But I get this big area here. This whole thing is just looping around and counterclockwise, and all this snow in behind is going to curl around and come up our way in the next day or two. So I'll start the animation. You can see the whole thing just rotating around. So at the front here, we got all the warm warm air. And when I bring the fronts up here, you can see the warm front just pushing up this way, and the cold front will be coming down and circling around and hitting us from there. So for the moment, we got this big open area that looks like calmness. So here's Hanover, right here. You can see this big open area. Everything looks nice and calm. But like I said before, just because there's no precipitation doesn't mean things are calm. We're surrounded by it, this whole system. Now we got stuff popping up here and there. No, there's nothing whatsoever in our area at this very moment that we can see. Now, this has happened to me before. When I go out on my bike at night, the thunderstorms are forecast but not guaranteed. So I don't want to waste a rainy night, so most of the time we don't get the storms anyways, and a lot of times they'll split and go around us. So unless there's a tornado warning or a watch or like severe thunderstorms or something like that, I tend to ignore them. It's the rain that I'm looking for. So anyways, I was out one night, and the problem with storms at night is you can't see them coming. When a thunderstorm is forming, it's unmistakable. You can see the anvil at the top of the storm spreading out, and at some point things are going to break down to the point where the lightning's going to start. Now in the daytime, you can see that coming, and once a storm has started, you can see it approaching because of the lightning at night. This is at night. You can see the lightning approaching, so you know there's a storm coming. But every storm has to start somewhere. And this one night I was out, and of course at night, can't see the clouds, don't know what's going on up there. And one of these storms started directly over top of me. Everything was nice and calm, and then all of a sudden there was just lightning all over the place, one after the other. And here I am out in the open, freaking out because I got nowhere to go. So this is what happens. And I get playing with my map settings here, so I kind of mess things up. So the animation's a little bit slower. But if you watch right in here, right by the R in Hanover, if you watch what happens, ignore that mouse, this storm just suddenly appears out of nowhere. And as it moves on, as farther it gets from us, the bigger it gets. And this is what happens. Like, it looks calm. It looks like there's nothing there. But when you have systems like this where the storms just pop up, they can pop up anywhere. And they're unpredictable that way. So if you know they're coming, you can watch for them. But this one here, like I say, it just appeared out of nowhere. So here's a little bit later on during the night. Hanover right in here. And this big calm area is no longer calm. Like I said, calm doesn't mean quiet. You got stuff popping up all over the place. And we got this final bit at the end here. There's a lot of heavy rain, and we never got any more storms after this. So this is kind of heavy rain, periods of heavy rain. Now once all this goes through, it's all done. And we still got this cold air that's going to wrap around in the next couple of days. But for now, at this point, it is just after midnight. I see that right? Yeah, 10 minutes after midnight. Oops, sorry about that. So I figure probably in a couple more hours, everything will be cleared out, and the skies are going to clear up. So here I'm ready for bed. 2:14 in the morning. And we've still got a rainfall warning, but I'm suspecting that's going to be going away real soon because the rain's almost done. And it's at 2:14, and rain stops at 2:40. So it's pretty much done. And we're just down to light rain now. And 12 degrees is nice. As long as it's double digits above freezing, I'm happy. So we're good that way. So this was our first stormy night, stormy day of the year, February 24th. So again, this video with time-lapse of the evening storms rolling in. This video starts basically just after 3:30 until dark, and after that I show a few lightning strikes that I captured. And that's the end of this video. So thank you for watching.